Yeah. I am uncomfortable with being comfortable. I'm trying to do the unthinkable. I'd rather die than be stuck in a cubicle. I'd rather spend my whole life in the studio. Practice my swing, I've been working on hits. Trying to do shows and sold out events. All of these.
What up? Welcome to the Off the Clock podcast, where the takes get real and the filters come off. We talk about what everybody's thinking, but nobody's saying. I'm Past. This is D White. All right, man. You ready for this? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, man.
First things first. Got to talk about KD, man. KD coming up short, or is his team not there? 9 turnovers last night. Rockets go down 101-94. Rough night for KD. What you think, man? I'm going to let you go first. Go ahead, man. Tell us what you think.
I don't know, man. I think they're just struggling to get into a groove. I don't know. I mean, honestly, it's kind of getting scary. Like their opportunity to gain momentum. Is kind of gone because now the Lakers are starting, like Reeves is about to come back. You know, Luka's on the bubble. So it's like, it's kind of getting to them scary hours where it's like, it's kind of too far gone. I don't think their team is there. It's not complete yet, which means you're going to need more from a guy like KD. So, I mean, he's going to have to come out and, we got to see like a 40 ball, or like at least Sagoon got to have like 20 and 10. You know, we need some real power from the Rockets that I don't really see them having. And they kind of just went 3 steps back. The Lakers are getting in a groove. They got their role players are getting off, getting into their groove, getting to their spots. Their offense is clicking. So it's kind of, I'm scared. I don't really think, I thought the Rockets were going to play better, honestly. And after the first 2 games, I'm kind of like, I might have been wrong. Like, it's looking dangerous. Because the Lakers, as I see it, they keep getting a little bit better with each game that they're playing. So it's just like, But I don't know what you think. I know the Lakers is your squad, so I know you got some.
Hey, I am going to say this. I'm going to start off with this because I think it's more the Rockets than the Lakers, right? I think it's kind of a fool's gold series for us. Like, it looks good. I'll take it. It's the first round, but it's not really. The Rockets have been kind of wishy-washy, and really ever since that stuff happened with KD and the burner account, I don't know if you heard about that, but they're saying that he did it again. He was talking about some of his own teammates. So I think ever since that point, this team the Rockets just ain't been there, right? You could tell, like, when they're playing, they're not playing together. It's just a bunch of guys out there. Like, everybody's just kind of, and then it's like, the Lakers aren't really doing anything. They're just doubling KD and saying, hey, somebody else beat us.
Exactly.
That's all they're doing. And they can't, nobody else can beat them, right? They can't do anything about it. And then it's like the Lakers, their second team has been playing really good. And they're kind of their underwing guys, like their starters, like everybody's double digits.
Yeah.
So nobody on the Rockets is playing defense.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't win a series where you have, like last game they had 19 turnovers and KD had 9.
Yeah. No, that's insane.
4 of them were in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you can't have that.
At the end of the game, like, they knew what was coming. Like, the game, there was a point in the fourth quarter where it was a 5-point lead on the Lakers. The Rockets went on a run. They were down 11, and they went on a little run, right? And I thought they were going to maybe take the lead right there. But it was the turnovers that killed them, right? They're handing it to the Lakers. Like, the turnovers are killing them. I don't know if they'll play better at home. But, like, if they keep playing how they've been playing these last 2 games, they're not going to win a game this series, let alone win the series. I don't know if they can win the series at this point. They're like saying Austin Reeves is going to come back. If Austin Reeves comes back, they have no chance. They can't win with the guys that are out there right now.
No.
I mean, Sengun had a decent game. He went 9 for 20. He had 20 points, but he just didn't look like he wanted to be out there.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's coming off injury as well, and that's kind of the the energy isn't there for me,
No.
And their 2 best players that they have on the floor are coming off injury, and like you said, the Lakers bench is playing very, very well. Rockets, not so much. Lakers, they're not really forcing nothing, which we've talked about in the past. Like past playoff series, it feels like they're trying to force stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're going away from the grain. But with this Rockets team, even though the Rockets are kind of like wishy-washy, it's allowing them to catch their stride and understand, like, let the game come to us. I mean, that first game, they took a significant amount of a significant amount of less shots than the Rockets. But you guys are
Yeah.
shooting efficiently. You're not certain players aren't shooting shots that you're like, oh, he shouldn't be shooting that shot. And it's helping them find their rhythm. Key example.
Yeah, the Lakers shot 72 times and the Rockets shot 89.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
And I mean, that's been the story both games. They've shot way less and they've made way more. I mean, it's really hard to win a game like that.
They're playing efficient. You know what I'm saying? And so every little mistake, like you're saying, those turnovers especially, I mean, they're capitalizing on it. They might not be blowing you out by 30, but it's making it that much harder for you to climb back into the game because they're going to capitalize on every little mistake. So, and I agree.
And do you question like KD's leadership?
Yes.
Like, are you saying like if he loses this series, like is he out of excuses? Like, because I feel like since the Warriors, he's kind of had some excuse, like because he got the championships, right? We can't take that away from him. He was I know some people are going to come out and say, oh, he only got it because of Steph, whatever. He was the MVP both times. Like, you know, he definitely had a part to play on that team. But like,
yeah, but
as far as
they already had a system, you know. He didn't have to come in and kind of like show nobody the ropes. He had to go hoop, which is what he's spoken out about that. Like that's what all he wants to do. He just wants to show up and hoop. So you get these teams where it's a rebuild in the Nets. You know what I'm saying? It's a rebuild with the Suns. So Nets are dealing with injuries. They're leaning more on him. And the more you lean on solely KD, it kind of shows like he's a great basketball player, one of the greatest of all time. But as far as like a leader on the floor, he's not. And he's got a young team. And some of these mistakes that we're talking about, I mean, when you think about young teams, you see it often across the league. And I just don't see them being like responsive to KD. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I think KD's one of those guys. Like, and you would hear about this with like Kobe, right? Like Kobe was very much like, if you're not playing how you're supposed to play, then don't play with me. And I think KD has that mentality, but the world is not like these young players. They don't have that mentality anymore.
Yeah, no.
Like KD is really from a different era of basketball. Like he's from the era where everybody had a role, everybody did what they were supposed to do, and you held players accountable in the sense that, hey, if you're having a bad game, I'm going to come up to you and say, bro, you need to play better. You can't do that anymore, though, right? Yeah, no. And he's one of those guys that's like, I feel like when I say this comparison, I know that he's better than these players, but like he's like a Carmelo type of player. Like Carmelo's like one of them guys where he's like, okay, either you're going to do what you're supposed to do or I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't translate into championships. It'll get you all of the accolades that you could possibly desire as an individual, but it's not going to translate into championships. And with this young team, they have the pieces to be successful. Like their team is not bad. They don't have a bad team by any sense. They're just not playing. Like the team is not playing hard. And the Lakers are playing like their life is on the line. Like as long as they can get Luka and AR back in the game, I feel like they might be delusional, but they feel like they can win a chip if they get those guys back. So
I don't think that they believe that they can beat the Lakers. Like when I watch them play, it's like, oh, you guys just don't. Like you guys are just almost like we're happy to be in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like we're happy to be here.
And I think after that first game, when KD was out, see, that was it. They should have let him play that game. Like I feel like he should have played that game because they could have probably won it, and then they could have had like that motivation that they needed, that confidence, you know. But they don't have that right now. Like for them, it's like, okay, well, you know, we can't win. Like everybody, we can't stop anybody from scoring. Like Marcus Smart had 25 points.
Yeah, and he's not an offensive guy. So,
and he, bro, he had 5 steals. Like bro was going crazy.
Yeah. They're not taking care of the ball. Yeah, no, it's...
They got the one boy looking crazy, Luke Kennard. He looks insane.
He hasn't looked that good since college.
Bro looks crazy right now. Like he looks like he needs to be starting somewhere else. Like he's about to get his bread. There's no way we're keeping him this year. Like there's no way. He's about to get his bread.
Yeah, no. You can't have that. I mean, and I think that's another like hit to the confidence when you have a guy that you guys can look at and be like, oh, he ain't done nothing, you know.
Yeah.
Like, and then he comes out in the playoffs and he's torching us. And you're young guys, so you gonna think about that. You know what I'm saying? So
we saw him score 30 once in Atlanta, but I mean, it's Atlanta. Like Atlanta, and then like it's like a thank you from them. Like, here, thanks. We'll take this great player that you guys didn't utilize properly.
Yeah,
like because it's like that was just gifted to us almost. Like we didn't see this coming.
Do you think like with Reeves coming back, the adjustment runs smooth? Like you think he's still getting some of those same looks in the offense?
I think we're fine until Luka comes back. I think Austin Reeves.
You don't think it'll disrupt like anything that's been going on? Okay.
Nah, because Austin Reeves isn't going to come in and just. He's not that kind of player, right? He's going to they're going to sneak him back in. Like he'll play for 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to just come in and be like, I'm AR. I need 40 minutes this game.
Yeah,
like that's not how he doesn't have that cachet to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you guys got LeBron still like leading on the floor, so yeah.
But if I'm JJ Redick, I'm looking at it like this.
Excuse me.
I got LeBron scoring 28. I got Marcus Smart scoring 25, and I got Luke Kennard scoring 23 last night. What do I need AR to do? I need him to come off the bench and score more points until Luka gets back, and you can bring back that dynamic. And even when Luka gets back, I'm questioning how I'm doing it, because it's like right now the team is playing better than they played. We haven't seen Marcus Smart score the way that he's been able to score these last couple of games. We ain't seen that.
No.
Right? So it's like we're oh, what's up? We got somebody new in here. This is Jodeci.
Oh, what up, Joe?
Yeah, what's good with you, bro?
It's my guy right there tapping in, man.
Yeah, so but we ain't seen what was I saying about AR and Luka? We ain't seen them really have to come off of an injury like this and translate back into the game. Like Luka, he goes through this all the time, but AR, it's going to be a little bit of a period. I feel like he's not going to just be able to come back in and get right back to where he was. It's going to take him a little second to reintegrate. And
well, there's no need to when you have these guys that are stepping up to the plate, and you guys got experience too. Like Marcus, yeah, he's not like he hasn't been a scorer or nothing, but he has playoff experience, a lot of it, especially as a starter, as somebody who's had to be asked to score in moments. But he's used to the role where it's like, I'm not the guy, but I can still go, play hard. I can play defense, and if my game is going well, I can get a little bit of that leash let off. You know what I'm saying? So that's like, I think that's scary too. I think that's a good thing for AR too, because Marcus can have the ball. If you have AR coming back and he's limited minutes, but he's kind of like in that Clay role where we're running him off screens, we're not like putting him in in positions where he has to come downhill and everything. We're getting his shots flowing, getting him to his spots. It'll help usher him in. But I really do think you guys are about to close this out. I mean, LeBron's undefeated when leading the series 2-0. You know what I'm saying? I know he's, but it's LeBron.
I think they'll fight back. I think they win the next game, because if they lose the next game, the series is over. Like they're not coming back from 3-0. But I think next game we kind of we dial it back a little bit. Like I don't see Marcus Smart scoring 25 points again next game, but he's been excellent on defense.
Yeah,
I got nothing bad to say about the Lakers defense right now. I'm seeing an effort level that I ain't seen all year,
which is surprising because them boys.
I mean, LeBron was all in KD's face last night.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like LeBron, he steps it up in the playoffs for sure. Like they talk about him or whatever they say. Like the Lakers, they've said what they've said, but like Rui, he's stepping up. He's shooting at a good clip. Everybody's shooting efficiently. Really, the only player that isn't shooting efficient is LeBron. But LeBron is starting that game off and setting that tone early, right? And he's missed the big thing that's different about LeBron's game that nobody talks about is he doesn't make the layups that he used to make.
No, he doesn't.
Like when you watch the game, that's the only difference in his game. Like LeBron was like, it was like
anywhere.
Yeah.
10 feet and in, it was green.
Yeah.
I remember they used to do a shot chart, and it was like all around the hoop was just solid.
And now, bro, is like he'll go up for a layup, like, and he doesn't even believe it. Like there was one that he got fouled, and he looked up and saw that it didn't go in, and he was like, "Oh my!" He doesn't even know. Like he doesn't believe, like, "Oh, this shot's not going to go in." He still puts in work though. Like he still has these moments where he does what he does. Like you could tell that he's LeBron, but it's just not as efficient as it used to be. And obviously, he's not the best 3-point shooter. He's real streaky. So, but I think
it's a breath of fresh air for him.
Yeah.
These guys, I mean, you think about like even when you guys had AD, like when AD would go down, it would be kind of like stressful for him because he kind of never knew. But I think he's kind of having fun with the fact that these guys are performing well. I mean, Rui, going back to what you said about him shooting well, I mean, he leads the league in playoff 3-point percentage for anyone who has 100 or more attempts, which is insane to think about. You know, I know he's not shooting the most threes, but as far as when we talk about the Lakers are playing efficient basketball right now, you know what I'm saying? Their numbers are good. So when you have a guy where it's like, okay, he might not be a Steph Curry, a Klay Thompson, a LaMelo Ball, you know what I'm saying, or a Knuckle or whatever, but he's efficient. He's not going to shoot as many.
That's what you know.
If we put him in the position, he's going to knock it down and he's going to make it. So, and I think that's a breath of fresh air for LeBron that you have these guys. You got a guy in Marcus Smart who is a great defender and a leader on defense, you know. Mm-hmm. And LeBron, for a long time, he's been the quarterback on defense. We've seen it where you see him yelling and telling guys, hey, you got to be here. We would and all this, that, and the other. So I think that's go ahead.
Shout out to JJ Redick too, because he definitely has put together a solid game plan for the Rockets. I don't know if it's something that's sustainable with other teams because I don't think after this nobody's gonna be question it can the Lakers win? Like no, people are gonna know after this. Hey, if you don't play well, the Lakers are gonna beat us, right? Yeah. And so shout out to him though for coming up with a game plan with this team that is like, hey, we're gonna do this, and you guys are gonna have to beat us. Like we're not gonna let you go out here and let KD score 50 points a game so that you guys win. Like, no, we're gonna keep KD under 30, and you guys are gonna have somebody else beat us.
Yeah,
we're gonna double you.
If they don't respect him. Like I be seeing him, he be calling them out, sitting them. Be like, oh no, you wasn't supposed to take that shot, and you took it. Like, and that's like old school. That's like what a lot of like.
And they're running a simple, and they're just doubling KD. Everybody else, the other switches, and they double him too. Like, and they keep doing it, and it's a simple. See, like if you have a team that works well together, you can't do that, right? Because somebody else will just step up and make that shot. But
they're like
that's not happening.
They're like giving them and daring them to make it.
They're like, hey, if you want to go out here and drop 40, here you go. We're gonna leave the paint wide open for you, right?
This is your opportunity to get your check.
But you can't do it. We know you can't do it, right? And then our guys, there's turnovers, there's all of these things. Nobody on that team there. And then the Rockets, at the same time that's happening, they're like, oh, well, why is KD not scoring 40? Like KD's the superhero. He needs to score 40.
It's also like a psychological game because two players, they can beat a team, but it's still very hard, just like one player. So it's like if we let these two guys play their game,
Jake on the floor.
If we let these two guys we let these two guys play their game, we let Sagoon get 20, you know what I'm saying? Everyone else on their team is like, okay, yep, we're doing good, like our guy's eating. But in the grand scheme of it, your mistakes are coming from everybody else. Like you need that. But then you look at the Lakers stat sheet and you look at some of these other teams in the playoffs that are playing well, 5-6 guys in double figures. 5-6 guys all have 5 rebounds. You know what I mean? Like everybody is doing a little bit of everything instead of like, all right, you two do this. You are the only, we need you to get 15 rebounds. And I think that's what's really dangerous. You know, when you have a team of guys, 1 through your 10 guys, your 8 guys, 7 guys that are like, if I'm not shooting tonight, I'm going to rebound. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not in the mix of the offense, or I got a mismatch that I'm guarding and it's hard for me to rebound, I'm just gonna do my best to do my assignment. And a coach like JJ Redick, who was a role player, who has experience in the playoffs, who's seen a lot of different types of juggernaut teams, he's able to make those adjustments.
Yeah.
Which we talked about that earlier. So yeah,
So
no,
this is my next question. You think the Lakers are the real deal or nah?
no. Sorry, I'm just playing. I'm a Celtics fan, so I got it. But
Bro said he played Bronny over Jake. There's no way.
I think I don't know. You guys have the potential, I think. I just think it's gonna be hard because the Rockets matching up to some of these other teams that you guys might see down the road, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Some of these other teams are gonna get a lot more physical with you. They have more experience. They're deeper, and some of these other teams have been playing together longer, so the chemistry is a lot better. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I think you guys are the real deal, but it goes back to what you said. Like this series is going to show teams like, okay, well, if we don't follow our game plan and come out and really like put our all into it, they could beat us because you guys have the talent, you have the skill set. Right now, you guys are playing a team that like kind of just lost, doesn't know what
Mm-hmm.
they're doing, what their recipe is. They haven't really found their, every team has their bread and butter. They haven't really found their bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? So,
My
but I
only
do think. Go ahead.
my only thing is I want to see what we look like when Luka and AR come back. Because I feel like
Yeah,
right now we're playing without two really big players. And I feel like now that we've seen Luke Kennard step up, we might have a better shot against some of the better teams because we know now we can put him in and he can do his thing. He might not be a starter, but he's going to be in rotation. He's probably going to be the sixth man, I would imagine. Like, who else do you put in that spot when you bring AR and Luca back? You have to put him there, or you put Marcus Smart there.
yeah.
But like
Depending on what
him,
you need, it's a matchup thing. It's like depending on what you
yeah.
need. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got
No,
a
I'm
team that got
saying like against the Thunder, you need him on the floor.
oh yeah, this is my only thing with y'all is when Luca comes back.
We don't play defense. I think that's
That's
another thing.
that's that's what I'm saying. The other teams are
I
gonna
feel like
know
we're better without him playing because he doesn't play defense. We play
even
defense when he's not out there.
even AR has moments where he tries to lock up, but he's not the best defender. And I see a lot of other teams when you guys have played him throughout the year, guys are attacking Luca. They're attacking AR. You know what I'm saying? And so then like you get a guy in foul trouble, you get Luca in foul trouble in the first half, and those are those things where it's like, okay, well how are we gonna coach that? What are our adjustments? Who are we putting him on? You know what I'm saying? He's coming off injury, so we don't wanna he's already, I feel like, nothing against Luca, but I feel like he's already going to be playing lazy defense, and he already plays lazy because he's coming off injury and he's trying to. He's a competitor, so he's going to want to play throughout the playoffs. He's not trying to overexert himself somewhere where it's his weakness. He's trying to give it all on offense, drop 40, and help you guys win where he knows he can help you guys win. So that's my only concern with y'all is when AR and Luca come back. If your defense is still the same, you guys are dangerous.
My biggest concern with Luca when Luca comes back is he going to come back fully healthy or is he coming back at 70%?
I think he's coming back to 70.
Yeah, I feel like we need him to be at least like 85, 90% for it to even make sense for him to be out there because he needs to be able to, if he can't score 35, he doesn't need to be out there. You know what I'm saying? Like if he can't score 35, there's no point in him even being on the court. Like he's got to be able to score 35.
No, yeah, he's got to be on the court. He's got to stay out of foul trouble. He's got to like you say, he's got to have 35. I think the other thing too is he's gonna have assists. Luka's very good at ball movement, so I don't think it's gonna lull in how that ball moves. You know what I'm saying? He's also, you guys, in my opinion, he's you guys' best passer. So some of them cuts and some of the things in offense are going to open up because Luka's ability to kind of pass and when he can get the ball to guys, how he can get the ball to guys. Um, the pros outweigh the cons. The biggest thing is defense. You gotta stop somebody. And then, like you said, is he going to be healthy? Are we going to get a lethargic Luka? You know what I'm
Are we
saying?
going to get fully healthy Luka?
Exactly. Yeah, no, I think you guys are close to the real deal. I got to see how you guys play when at least one of them comes back. Because if it affects, I don't think it will. You know what I'm saying? I know you don't think it will. But if for some reason they start playing, some guys start, playing Keat or whatever, it kind of affects the flow they got. It's going to be.
I can see it affecting stuff. I ain't gonna lie. I can see it being an issue.
Hold on.
I can definitely see Luka and AR coming back being a huge issue. Because it's like, it's a chemistry thing, right? And it's like the way that Luka and LeBron and AR play, it's like I feel like Luka and AR together is a good matchup because they play the similar style of game. I don't think it's a championship style of gameplay. They don't play defense. Yeah. But I think they're a Western Conference final type team. And if they can get some solid guys that can play defense around those two, like when LeBron retires, I feel like the sky is the limit for the Lakers because it's like you got AR, you got Luka, now you got Kennard. If you can keep him, like you got a real lineup on the Lakers.
I feel like that first game, you don't want to have them in the game at the same time too long.
Nah,
because then it's two guys that can't play defense. They attacking them. You getting guys rotating, getting switched, they're exposing switches, and especially in the pick and roll. Like them switches in the pick and roll, depending on who you guys play, that's gonna be deadly. Who you think you guys is gonna get in the second round?
Bro, I don't know, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm pretty sure. Let me look at the thing, bro. Let me look at the bracket here. Yeah. Let me look at the bracket. So if we win, we got to play the Thunder.
Yeah, see, y'all got to play D because they're deep, bro. And I think what's going to be, this is the thing. What's going to be big moving forward is your bigs. Because you guys are going to see some bigs that actually are better than what you're seeing now in Sagoon. So it's like, how are we going to defend the paint? And then you get guys that can stretch the floor like Chet, you know what I'm saying, and Joker and all these guys in the West. If you end up even Minnesota. I mean, a guy like Gobert, he's not an offensive threat, but having your big be matched up with that guy, you're gonna get tired because he's got a motor and he plays defense. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that I think is like a big key for you guys is moving forward. Is like
DeAndre Ayton. I don't want to rely on him to win no games. If it's on DeAndre Ayton to win us games, I'm nervous. OKC, we can beat OKC. It's just, can we beat them 4 times?
4 times. This ain't football. Got to get 4.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, I think we take a game or two, but like I'm going to say this. If we somehow beat OKC, I'm feeling a lot better about us potentially winning it all. Because it's like, if we beat them, who else is going to beat us?
We got to see you guys against a more complete team in a series just to see how you guys make adjustments, how you guys come out, how some of these guys that haven't been forced to actually compete, like a DeAndre Ayton, how they going to come out and compete. So
I would have liked to have had another team on the bracket because, I mean, realistically, we almost have to sweep the Rockets because OKC is going to sweep the Suns.
Yeah.
The Suns aren't going to win one game.
No.
So it's like every game that we don't, and maybe that's kind of contributing to the sense of urgency because every game that we don't win is rest for OKC.
Yeah.
And we need the rest. I mean, like, realistically, we have to we got to figure out a way to get Luka back in the game if we got OKC. We have no chance without Luka coming back against OKC because we can't score enough.
You won't be able to match the output. And LeBron's not going to give you 40 every night. He might get you once or twice.
And SGA is going to give them 40 every night against us. He's going to know he's going to know. We can't let LeBron come out here and do what he's supposed to do.
He's getting you 40 and 1 to 2 players in foul trouble. We know that's coming. So. I'm excited to see.
I'm excited to see it too, man. I think that we win this one 4-1. I'm not gonna say sweep. I think the Rockets take one, but real deal. We'll see versus the Thunder.
Yeah.
All right, on to the next thing here. The Celtics recover. Joe Celtics.
Now
We'll
look,
let you go first.
No, listen. I'm gonna say this. VJ is a baller. I said that when they were playing in the play-in. VJ is a baller, but he's got to. I mean, we can't have that happen. No excuses. We at home. We can't have that happen. But when I look at it, they gotta do that 3 more times. And I see the Celtics doing what they did in the first game 3 more times before the 76ers do what they just did last night. You know what I'm saying? They had a really good game. VJ was firing on all cylinders. He wasn't scared. 30 points as a rookie in the playoffs. I mean, come on now. He's gaining his control, but we're deep as a team. We know how to win. We have a system that we believe in. I think we always do this in the playoffs, bro. We'll play early on and we'll lose a few games to teams that we know we're better than because we come out, lackadaisical, and then we play catch up. And then
or you guys go 13 for 50 from 3.
Well, we've talked about this. The 3-point shot for the Celtics, they live or they die by it. And a big problem with them is once they get in the mode of shooting threes, especially because their entire team will shoot them, they shoot themselves into a hole.
Jodeci said Celtics in 7. He's saying it's gonna take y'all 7 to beat the 76ers.
Nah, Joe, nah. Don't do that to my nah. I say 5 games. I say we take it in 5.
Not shooting like that.
But that's the thing is we've every year the last 4
all
years,
the bad losses y'all have are like that.
Exactly.
Y'all go cold. And I said this. I talked about this when Jason Tatum was coming back. I said they're gonna do this. They do this weird thing where they don't play with each other. They try to outshoot each other.
Yeah.
And it's like one of these weird things that these two guys have. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, they try to outshoot each other. Because Jason Tatum looked good the last game, but he didn't look good this game.
No.
He didn't look good at all this game.
We get too comfortable, bro. We get too comfortable and guys start feeling themselves. And then because you got to think about it too. Like when JT was out, because you got Peyton too. Peyton he was shooting threes all year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got guys that's a part of our system. That's why I say it's either we live or we die by it, because once they get in the mode of these are the plays that they're running, then in the NBA, it's such a common thing. When you get down, they automatically go to shooting threes. No matter what team it is. Niggas get down, there's no trying to get to the line, high percentage shots, like everybody was taught basketball. It's all, let's get a quick, because, Golden State did it. We seen them be down when they was on they
had Steph, though. They had Steph.
Exactly.
Which is different. It's different. Steph is able to come back in a way that I don't know if anybody else could. It's the way that he shoots threes.
But the amount of players in today's era, like the amount of times you see, such and such had 6 threes, such and such had 7 threes. Like 7 threes used to be like, oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like everyone's mind.
Ray Allen.
That's what I'm saying.
Ray Allen and Reggie Miller, those are the only guys that you would ever not be shocked if they had 7 threes before recently, right? Before Clay and Steph.
JJ was one of them too, where he might have 5 or 6. You know what I'm saying? And you like,
yeah, but it was different though. Like it was different. It wasn't the same. It didn't have the same impact. Like it was still big, but it wasn't the same. Like when Steph starts hitting threes, you think you're gonna lose. Like you're like, okay, he makes 1, and then you're kind of like, okay. Then he makes 2, and you're like, whoa, he's hot. And then he'll make something crazy.
He might make 4 threes in the fourth quarter.
Exactly.
And players seeing that, and guys like JT and Jaylen Brown, who are, they're max contract players, they believe in themselves, Yeah. So they gonna come out and be like, oh, I got this. I've had games where I've made 10 threes. You know what I'm saying? Keep shooting, shoot or shoot. But in the playoffs, bro, we got to start making those adjustments, and I think that could hurt us when we get to in the finals. Is what I'm worried about. Like,
what do you think about your boy D White going 3 for 12 and 2 for 10 from 3 with 3 turnovers?
Bro, I think it's the trust that they've put into these players that aren't JT and Jaylen Brown, which I love it. But it's like I said, they trust guys like D White to shoot. They trust guys like Peyton Pritchard to shoot. So these guys they're gonna shoot, and they're not gonna get in trouble for it. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna get told don't shoot. And I think that's like our biggest problem because, like you said, when we are down and they're shooting 53s, you know what I'm saying? Like we don't make that adjustment, and we have to start making that adjustment and being like, hey, look. Let's start getting to the cup. Let's start trying to get guys off balance. Let's get some middies going. Let's get to the free throw line. Get some free points with the clock stop. I just don't feel like there's any of that. These guys come out of timeouts and it's not even just the threes, bro. They're shooting threes 2 seconds into the shot clock, 5 seconds into the shot clock. You know, so
the timing is crazy.
And then if we're not getting rebounds, you know, we're taking bad shots, not getting second chance opportunities, and they're not going to foul you on the 3-point line. So now we're going through these periods where we're shooting threes, we're wasting possessions, and we're not getting to the free throw line. So it's just like that kind of hurts us in the end. But I think they can recover. I think they'll make the adjustments they have in the past. I'm not really worried. I don't say 7. I'll say at the most 6. I think it goes 6.
Yeah, because VJ went crazy too. And VJ, bro, I don't see him scoring 30 on y'all again.
He's one of my favorite rookies, bro. That boy cold.
That's crazy. He's cold, though.
That boy
the 76ers are bro, if they had Embiid, I'd be worried. I'd be worried for you guys right now.
I'd be worried.
Because, bro, they like when you got Tyrese Maxey scoring 30 and VJ putting up 30, and Paul George scored 19 last night. If they had Embiid, they win this game by 30.
Yeah. And that's where it gets for me. Kind of like, it's not like the Lakers, but for me, that's what worries me because as we move forward in these series and we start seeing these better bigs on these more complete teams, like the Cavs, they have size. They got Evan Mobley and they got Jared Allen. That starts to get scary for me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like,
because you got consistent scoring.
Well, and that's where our weak point is. We're good guards and forwards. We have guys that can guard, guys that can shoot. You know what I'm saying? They know the system. They play well in the system, but we don't have a consistent big group, you know, and that's something we've always struggled with, you know what I'm saying? So that's where my worry is.
So you make a good point. He said 76ers are essentially the same team as the Celtics without Embiid. I don't think they're scoring. I don't think they have as elite of, well, I won't say elite, as consistent of scoring with VJ. Like, I think VJ is still new, but in a couple of years, I'd say even next year, maybe that'd be a great argument.
I mean, I might have to disagree with you. If you look at what he's been doing all year, bro. Like, he's been quietly under the radar cooking. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
I'm just saying in regards to, like, Jaylen Brown gonna score 25 every game, no matter what.
Yeah,
right?
Maybe not on the same plane, but like he's saying, like, if you put matchup for matchup, it's a clean matchup across the board. You know, and I would argue, and you know, I'm a Celtics fan. I would argue that with Embiid back, that kind of gives them the matchup edge because, like I said, we don't have the bigs that can be that effective on offense and on defense. You know, so I mean, Embiid gets to the line, he can stretch the floor, he plays defense. You know what I'm saying? When he's healthy, he got a motor. He's gonna play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, we gonna move on to the next one. I ain't gonna go too hard on your Celtics because they only lost one game. They lose again though, we might spend a whole hour on that. No,
don't let us win.
So this was a big one. I don't know if you heard about this. Jaden McDaniels called out the Wolves defense, right? I don't want to
name first
by
and
name
last.
By name. We gonna read what he said, right? So look, he said, "You go." This is a quote as well, guys. You go at Jokic, Jamal Murray, all the bad defenders. Tim Hardaway Jr., Cam Johnson, Aaron Gordon, the whole team. Just go at them. They're all bad defenders. What do we think about that?
I disagree with the Aaron Gordon part, but I agree with them on everything else. They're not good defenders. And I think, I mean, the Nuggets get bailed out, bro. The refs be on their side. I'm sorry. I'm not saying it's the reason they win, but the Nuggets, to me, they're not a good defensive team. They are really good on offense. They're really good in transition, but it's not, they're not like, oh my goodness, these guys just locking up. You can't score on them. You can't, because these guys are getting their shots off. They're just not making them. When they make their shots, you know, and we know Joker can't defend.
Yeah.
Jamal Murray, he's lost a step. So offense is good because you got to guard him a certain way, and it's like we talked about last game. He shoots, and so he's a shooter, so you got to kind of guard that different. But on the other end, he's not as quick laterally no more. You know what I'm saying? Ever since the
Ever since the
injury.
injuries, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, and then you got Tim Hardaway. They have size. Having size doesn't equal good defense, but having size can make it hard on an offense to be productive. You know what I'm saying? So I would agree with them. I wouldn't say the whole team, but I'd say a good three of them names definitely. The main people that be on the floor definitely they struggle to defend.
I think what he said was true, but I don't think it was smart.
No,
if I'm the coach, if I'm even other players on that team, I'm looking at him like, bro, you let Anthony Edwards say that.
Yeah.
If somebody's gonna say it, right? Like, you don't say that. You don't come out and say that about those guys and make them mad. Like, we won one game. Like, wait until we're up 3-1 to do that.
See, but that's not even just coming from that game. He's been frustrated since that first game we talked about with the refs. I think that's more of something for the refs than the other team, because they're complaining about them getting fouled and then the calls on the other end. So he's basically like, hey man,
it's just not a smart thing to say. I feel like it's for a team that hasn't won a championship and a guy that is a part of that team to say that it's crazy. Like, I
like that personally. I feel like it's gotten soft. I feel like when you playing basketball, if I tell you can't defend, if I tell press conference you can't defend, that's not me saying no hate speech. I'm saying you can't defend. If you can defend, come out the next game, lock me up, lock us up. Like, I'm saying we attacking you because you.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what you're saying. Like, I agree with what he said in the sense of him saying it and it being factual. In the sense of the timing of it, I think it was I think it was just a bad move. I don't think he should have said that out loud on video.
Yeah.
And it's a mental thing, right? It's like, okay, I'm going to tell these guys they're garbage. We won a game. It's time to talk. But it's like, bro, you're going up against Jokic. Like, it don't matter if he can play good defense. He's about to come out next game and potentially drop a 40-point triple-double on your head. And then it's not about whether he can play defense. It's about if y'all can play defense or not.
Well, and it's one thing to say that, and then it's like, if he would have said that and had like 40.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
Like, bro, like, I don't know if you're the guy that should, like, kudos to him, right, for having the confidence to say it. I hope that it doesn't backfire, because people are going to go back to that and say, oh, well, like hopefully your matchup doesn't come out to, and drop 30 on you next game, right? Like, if Jamal Murray comes out and drops 30 and Jokic comes out and drops 30, okay, now what are you going to say? Now they're going to say, oh, well, where's your defense at?
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, it's unnecessary. Like, you don't have to do that after coming off a win. Like when you win, I feel like you should be just as humble in a win as you are in a loss. Like, if you wouldn't say that when you lost, like, you say that when you lose to build your team up. You don't say that after you win. Like, oh, I feel like these guys are no good. Like, they don't play defense. We just got to go at them. Like, bro, it's not that simple, bro.
Well, and they barely won too. So it's like, you say that and you just kind of ignite the fire. These guys are going to come out with a chip on their shoulder now. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's all for the fun of competition, but I think I liked it, but I can't agree with you. It kind of might have been poor timing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Ant, he's known for saying stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like,
I'm going to be real. I ain't pissing Joker off. I'd have came for everybody else, but Joker, it don't matter if Joker can't play. He plays enough defense.
But you know why I love it, though? I told you this. This series is becoming like a rivalry. These guys have seen each other in the playoffs.
These guys don't like each other.
They do not like each other.
They don't like each other.
So it's like,
and I can't blame the Wolves, because they've came up short a couple of times, right? They did get a taste of that victory, but then they lost. And then I want to say they lost to them in the conference finals, right? The year that they won.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's like, that's probably a heated thing, but it's like, bruh, I don't know if I'm antagonizing Joker. And Joker, in defense of Joker, he plays good against other bigs.
This
like,
is
he
good
does
for basketball, though.
It is.
I think it's good. Like, you think back to, like,
It's
Think
good
back
for
to like
basketball if they win.
if they win, but even if they don't, like think about back to the 90s or the early 2000s. Like teams that didn't like each other. Like I feel like today kids don't know about rivalries. Like even Celtics Lakers games, like they are not the same as they
No,
were when we were growing up. Like
no.
the rivalries in basketball have kind of dissipated a little bit. Um, so I think it's good that these teams like yeah, he probably shouldn't have said that, but that's why I think it's good because you need some players in the league that are going to be like they don't care. Like I'm here to play basketball. Like I'm gonna tell you can't guard me because they say it on the floor. Like when they be
Yeah.
mic'd up, you hear them say it. So it's like in my mind, I'm like, what's so different about the press conference? Y'all gonna show us mic'd up talking all types of crazy stuff to each other.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you on that end. I'm just saying, like, as far as, as from a team perspective, I don't
Team
think that was the
perspective.
smartest thing to say.
Do
Because
you
now
think?
all
Do
of
you
those
think?
guys are going to be coming out like, okay, all you got to do is come at us. All right, well, we'll show us how it's done then.
Do you think his
Right?
team like reacted in a negative or a positive way to that?
I don't know. I think some of the players are going to like it, and I think some of them are going to be looking like, why would you say that right now? I
Yeah.
think that like it's the timing. It's like it's the moment that he said it. Like you win one game, it's 1-1. You're not even up a game.
Yeah.
Like let's do something. Let's beat these guys, and then say after we beat them, like yeah, these guys, we just had to come at them, and then they couldn't do anything about it. Like
Yeah.
why say that? We've seen in the past what doing little stuff like that does. It can it's a mental thing. You either kill the other team's mental or you motivate them, right?
Shit. Aaron Gordon might come out with 5 blocks,
Yeah.
4 steals,
Aaron Gordon's
15
one
and
of those
10.
guys too. Like
You know what I'm
he could
saying?
be a starter somewhere else, but
Jamal Murray might come out and be like, "Oh, I can't guard you, but you can't guard me." Drop
he's a
40.
starter now. But I'm saying like he could be like the guy somewhere else. I feel like if you put the ball in Aaron Gordon's hands and just gave him a green light, he could score 25 a game.
Yeah, he found his home and he's comfortable though.
Yeah.
He accepted the role, especially because he came from Orlando, right? So he came from an organization that's like dying to win into something that was building something. So, but I agree with you. That's a guy that could be, he go a lot of other places and be effective.
Yeah.
Uh,
He's like Andre Iguodala for the Nuggets,
yeah,
right?
no, he is.
He's just that same. He's in that same piece. Like, oh, I can
He
jump
could,
in and do it if you need me to. I play defense. I'm explosive. I
I'll
can do
knock
all
down
of
the
these things.
corner 3. Like,
Yep,
yeah,
yep. He's consistent too. So I like Aaron Gordon a lot. He's one of those guys. But yeah, we'll go ahead and move on to the next thing here, so we're not just all tied up all night. Are the Spurs in trouble without Wemby?
yes,
You think so?
yes, yes. I think so. I mean, maybe not in this series, but like if he's out for the duration of the playoffs, yes, that's pivotal. Like they need him.
Yeah,
They need him. He's in the MVP race. Like
they're
any
a
team
lottery
that
pick team without him.
that's what I'm saying. And he's a 2-way. He's their best 2-way player they got. He's stretch
He's the
7.
best two-way player in the league.
Yeah, I'm just saying, speaking for their team, like top to bottom, like he's the best in almost every category for them.
No,
So
he's
it's
not out for the playoffs, but I'm saying he's out for the series, Joe.
he's got the concussion, right?
He's got the concussion. So right now he's out. Like he's going to be out for at least a game or two. I mean, I'm saying, are they in trouble without him? Like,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah.
I mean, actually, hold on. They're playing Portland. I mean,
Portland won though.
Scoot had a game.
Yeah.
Scoot's from his draft, and he kind of then fell under the radar. I don't
I
know.
don't think he'll be out for the rest of the series though. It's just a concussion. So he should be back by next week at the latest. He might be.
If he's out like 2 games, all they got to do is win one, and they solid. I feel like.
Yeah.
If they lose both, it gets dangerous. It's not a for sure win for Portland, but that sets them up to, you know what I mean? Because then you get that extra win. You get that, oh, well, we just won 3. We only need 1 more. You know what I'm saying? And then also without Wemby there, his teammates could get depleted. You know what I'm saying? It could affect their confidence, affect their rhythm.
I feel like they had no chance before Wemby got hurt, and now they kind of got a chance to win a couple of games.
Castle would have to guys like Castle would have to step up.
The problem is that whole team kind of plays around Wemby.
Yeah,
it's like if he doesn't play, it's nobody else can really go crazy.
Bro, even their defense is structured towards him. If you watch, they try and send all defenders his way.
Yep. I would too. He's nasty. Bro's probably the best defender we've ever seen.
It's at his size too, especially.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying in general, obviously he's 7'5", so he's not Gary Payton, in the sense of his athletic ability, the way he's able to move, and he's not shifty, right? But as far as just a defensive threat on the court, I don't know if anybody's ever been more of a threat.
Clogging passing lanes. And because of his length, he doesn't have to be super quick sliding his feet and turning and beating them to the spot. He can kind of, when you watch him, he'll kind of fill you out, and he covers so much ground. He kind of lets you get into your shot, and he's there.
Well, he has great basketball IQ as well.
Very good basketball
IQ. You see him, the way that he's able to position himself, the way that he prepares for the shots, the way that is on the floor. He always is in the right spot. Getting 5 blocks a game, that's not something that happens just because you're tall. A lot of guys are tall. He has good IQ. He has good vision. He knows what he's doing. And he's a threat, right? Everybody's thinking about it okay, where do I go when this guy's on the court? What angle do I take, right? And he always takes advantage of that. He doesn't ever really fall short. He's consistent with it, too. It's not like some of these guys that they get lucky and have 4 blocks one game. No, he's doing that every night.
Yeah.
So he's definitely a consistent anchor for that team, and it's going to be a little bit rough without him. I think he comes back around game 6, maybe game 5. Maybe he comes back earlier, though. I don't know. He hit the ground hard. I don't know if you saw it, but he hit the ground hard.
Yeah, I don't know that's what I'm saying. I don't know how severe the concussion is, but he did hit his head hard. So
yeah,
I've hit my head on hardwood before. I've gotten concussion from the hardwood. That stuff is not fun. It is a process getting back, because you want to get back and you can feel better, but especially with them doctors with head stuff and brain stuff, they might want to hold him an extra game just to make sure.
He's so big, he just went down like a tree. Bro, the way that he fell, he had that look on his face, when you're about to fall and you can't do anything about it. That's the look he had. Oh.
He was like, oh shit.
Bro, he's different though, bro. Wemby he's an exciting player to watch because he's different, bro. I kind of thought at his size that he wouldn't be as effective as he is, but he's different, bro.
He's nimble, he's quick, he's got good footwork. He moves very well for somebody who's 7'5". I'm gonna be honest. Even he had that one move where he did the tween, and then he hit the spin move, one dribble right into the cup, and I'm like, that's a guard thing. That's something you see Kyrie do. He didn't have the English on it, but up until from coming downhill and making the move, losing the first defender, getting the ball back in line with yourself, seeing the second defender, picking up so that they can't, you know what I mean? That's guard stuff. And for him at 7'5" to do that, not slow. Typically when you see a guard or a big do guard moves, it's kind of slow. They use their body. You know what I'm saying? You see Embiid trying to, the cross might be quick, but the bump and everything else is kind of slow. He's quick, bro. He gets north and south very quick. No wasted movement, no wasted steps. So
Wemby's like that 7-footer on 2K, bro. He's like that people build on 2K. Bro's 7'5", shooting threes, green lighting threes. Bro's nasty from the 3-point line.
Not even just catch and shoot either, or off a screen. He got the ball in his hand.
He's moving, ball movements, yeah. He's going crazy, bro. I don't know if I can think of anybody that's even close, at that, besides KD, I guess. KD, KD got to be 6'11", bro. 7 foot. Because they had a picture of him next to Embiid, and they have him listed at 6'11", but he was taller than Embiid.
Oh yeah, so he's the USA picture or whatever.
Yeah, so it's he's got to be up there, bro. KD is right there. I think KD might be a little bit quicker too, just the shift. But KD is, yeah, that's the only example I can really think of. He said bowl. Nah, bro. Don't ever play Wemby like that.
Nah, hey, from a movement standpoint, Bol has like the movement, but it doesn't translate to the NBA. He's not
He
doing
don't
what
got the
Wemby's doing.
IQ.
Yeah, but as far as like being that tall and having like the skill set, yeah, he had the skill set, but he didn't put it into play like Wemby did.
You could tell that Wemby watches film. Like,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. The blocks, that's a film thing. Like, that's an
bro.
IQ and film thing. Like, he
When
knows.
he went to go see them monks, and then he came back and then went to KG and Elijah Wan. I knew.
Everybody always bringing up these monks, man.
I knew.
What's up with y'all, man?
Don't
They should
disrespect
have
the
never.
monks.
They never should have showed y'all that, bro.
Don't
They never
disrespect the
should have showed
monks.
y'all that.
Nah, for real, because you got to think like he's patient, bro. He has control of his body. You know what I'm saying? He's not, bro. Wemby's skinny, bro. Like, but he's strong. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and that comes with he's got discipline, and he's talked about it. You know, and I think that also is important because basketball is mental, and when you're big, it's kind of like when you're big, bro, and you get to you grow up being taller than everybody. It's kind of easier in a sense to like score down low, do this. Now you get around all these athletes. I mean, there's guys that have blocked Wemby, dunked on Wemby, and to still kind of hold that true. When you're like 7'2" and somebody punches on you, that could kill
Yeah.
that could kill your soul. Like
You saw that dude that Vince Carter punched on. He never was the same after that, bro.
that's what I'm saying. So Wemby, he's like a guard trapped in a big's body that learned how to play. Like he literally plays like a guard and he plays like a big.
Wemby is what AD thinks that he is.
Yes, 100%.
Like
I'm hoping he can stay healthy. But I do think the Spurs, they're in trouble. If he gets hurt this series and like it ends up them being bumped out, they're gonna have to make some moves to kind of
I
build
think
some
he'll
more
be fine
support around
because
him.
he doesn't have no weight on him. I think he'll be fine on the health part.
Well, I'm talking about like small tissue injuries and like ankles and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think he'll be okay. I feel like if he was gonna have that, it would have happened already. Usually,
I mean,
with stuff like,
bro, he's young. He's only been in the league what, 4 years?
Yeah, but think about Embiid.
Yeah, Embiid when he first came
He
in the
got
league,
hurt. He hurt his knee the first year he was in the league.
Yeah, but I think that injury he already had. He was already hurt coming into the league, and I think he tried to because you know how it be when you come into the league, you ain't trying to be like, oh, everyone's not a Kenyon Martin. Everyone can't be the first number one pick after breaking their leg in college. You know what I mean? So like, I feel like guys try and come out and be like, oh, you know, I'm good. It's just this, and then it turns into a bigger injury. But you know, you're right. Like as far as right now, if he keeps taking care of his body and doing everything, Wemby's honestly, when you look at the younger generation, he might be the next, you know, greatest of the league, like the next best, the next guy that's like, oh, this is his league. He's the best in the league.
Oh, Keldon Johnson won. He did win Sixth Man of the Year. That's huge. Shout out to Keldon Johnson, man. That's a huge victory for the Spurs, man. He's the first person to do it since Ginobili, I think.
Yeah.
Because Ginobili did it for the Spurs. So, yeah, shout out to him, man. That's crazy. He deserves it, though. He deserves it for sure.
I like him. I like Stephen Castle, too.
Yeah, Stephen Castle was – he's not as good, though.
No.
They didn't win as many games. Like,
I think he still has some growing to do for the role that he has.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of like the problem with the Spurs. I also don't think they're worried about it. Like if they were to lose, because the Spurs they're developing.
Yeah.
They're really big on development. So
the Spurs are one piece away, bro. Like if the Spurs if they had like a Jamal Murray type guy, I'd say that they could beat anybody.
Yeah.
My only worry with them is I don't know if they can outscore the Thunder if they go up against the Thunder. I don't know if they can outscore us for 7 games. Because like if you take Wemby out the game, which it's possible. It's possible to take Wemby out the game. Because he's not going to go low in the block. He's not going to, go down low and really pound you, in the paint. Like he's going to do his thing. He's going to move around. But like if you can get guys to keep up with him, he's not going to drop 40 on you, right? He's going to have a slower night. And I think with OKC, you got Chet coming in. Like, what do you do if you're the Spurs? Who picks up the slack if he has an off game?
What are they going to do without Wemby too next to him because he pulls bigs out of the paint? You know?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to win the next game. I don't think the Spurs can win if Wemby's not on the floor against Portland. If they have to play this series without him, if he has one of those lingering concussions, they're cooked, in my opinion.
I think so too, especially because they built everything around him.
Yeah, that team is not going to be able to keep up with the demands.
He doesn't have a Robin. You know how sometimes when they build around somebody, like there's also that like 2 on the bubble.
That's what I'm saying. He needs that Jamal Murray type guy that can show up. Like Dame playing with him, that was better to me than Giannis, right?
Yeah.
Let me think of somebody else that could go. Old boy from Orlando, I forget what his name is. Could play with him and it would be good.
Who,
Anthony Edwards, I think would be good with Wemby. It's never gonna happen, but I think that duo that'd be like a Shaq and Kobe V2. You know what I'm saying? He needs a guy like that. Yeah, CJ McCollum. That's another guy. And I don't want this to happen, right? But I think AR playing with him would be crazy.
Yeah.
If I'm Austin Reeves, if I'm the Spurs this offseason, because they're probably not going to win the chip. Yep, you said it. He said it too. That's crazy. He said it. But if I'm the Lakers, right, I'm looking at this offseason like they're probably coming after him. Because, like, bruh, that'd be crazy. Your camera tweaking?
No, I was reading the comments.
Yeah, that would be crazy, bro. Like AR playing with him would be insane. Even what's his name in Dallas? Kyrie Irving playing with him would be crazy. I could see that being a thing too.
Yeah, it's just some of these guys gotta stay healthy. If he had like a healthy number 2 option, yeah, it'd be dangerous. Especially when it goes down, like right now. If they have somebody to be like, all right, we just need you to hold it over for a couple games. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get you some more looks.
We talked about that a couple of weeks ago, but Steph playing with him would be wild.
No, Steph going to if Steph went anywhere, I think going to the Spurs would be his best option.
Yeah,
because almost every player that's in San Antonio, they got a program, bro, and they buy into it. They know the role players want to, they're not trying to do their own thing. Steph, he'll fit right in.
Joe says Jalen Green. I don't know. Jalen Green is I don't know. Jalen Green's wishy-washy to me. Like, he's not consistent enough, in my opinion. He's a good player, but he just has these moments where he just.
I think he needs an organization like the Spurs.
Yeah.
I think he needs somewhere where they're going to give him structure in his offensive capabilities because he has the talent, and somewhere where he has a team that has solid team defense because he's not individual one-on-one defense. He's not great, but players can be better on a team that actually emphasizes team defense and rotations. You know what I'm saying? So I think it'd be a good match for him, but I agree. He's a little wishy-washy. He's on the cusp of being like, okay, this is a for sure guy that we want when teams are looking at him. But he's got to get out of that streakiness. I think there's a few young guys his age that are kind of on that cusp where they're kind of streaky, but when they play well, they look like one of the better players in the league.
Yeah, they're definitely there's definitely a lot of options that Wemby's going to be a destination for sure. The Spurs, they're going to get somebody out there eventually.
Oh, somebody wants to play with him for sure.
I don't know if it's going to work, but I think that he definitely needs that guy. He needs that young, and maybe they find it in the draft, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they find a young guy that can step up into that role that they can draft. That's a see, like a KD, like we were talking about KD's mentality earlier. That's what Wemby needs, a guy that wants to hoop.
Yeah.
Right? That's going to show up.
He needs somebody that could play. He needs a guard. He needs somebody that can play guard, maybe a little bit of forward. Because, I mean, if they had a decent point guard in their ranks right now, that they could be like, all right, we just need you to be a true point guard. We don't need you to be a scoring point guard. We don't need you. You can score if you want to. And they drafted someone like, I mean, they're not going to get it, but if they were to trade for it to get a guy like a Cameron Boozer, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody that could play forward, stretch a little bit, is could play down low because he's big enough. Wemby, playoff Wemby. There's a lot of options, bro. Wemby's a player that a lot of different type of play styles could play with.
Yeah, Wemby's different, bro. I don't know what the league is gonna do with bro. To be honest with you, I'm seeing him going on a 4 or 5 year run without injuries.
You think he stays in San Antonio for his whole career?
Yeah, San Antonio's not gonna let him leave. San Antonio doesn't have a history of not taking care of their guys.
Yeah,
they just don't. Like San Antonio knows when they got a guy. They waited. Right? They waited until it was the opportunity presented itself and drafted him. They knew what they had. They knew what they were getting. They're going to make sure that he's taken care of and compensated. He'll never have a reason to leave.
Yeah.
The Spurs we've seen it in the past. They take care of their guys.
Yeah.
When you got guys that were 6 men of the year, that could have went somewhere else and started, and they stayed with the Spurs, that lets you know what kind of organization that is.
The infrastructure is elite.
Yeah, and so they're gonna figure out a way. He said they tanked for him. They knew what they were doing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they knew what they were doing for bro. Like they knew what was up. Like I ain't mad at them either. If you're gonna tank and then in 3 years be one of the best teams in the league, I'm cool with it.
If you're gonna tank, you better get a Wemby.
Yeah,
like
it's teams that take every year that I have a problem with.
Yeah.
like it's not tanking anymore. You're just not good at that point. Like the Wizards, you guys aren't tanking every year.
No, and you're still losing? Yeah.
Yeah. Like bro, you guys have had like 5 of the best 10 players in the last 20 years and you can't do anything with them. Like I feel like they need to change that. Like I feel like it should be 100% random. Like a team
it's coming, bro.
Yeah, a team that won less games shouldn't have a better opportunity. I feel like that works in the NFL because the NFL is different. Yeah. Like the NFL, it's quarterbacks. Right? There's bad teams because they don't have quarterbacks. And so
you need a quarterback.
You need a quarterback. The quarterbacks most of the time are going in those first 5 picks. The best quarterbacks, right? And sometimes you get good quarterbacks. We've seen examples of it in the later rounds. But in basketball, the best player is always number 1. Like always. It doesn't you can when you go back in time, you always say, yeah, that was the best guy in the draft. You don't go back
with very minimal exceptions, I feel.
Yeah, like. I would say maybe 1 out of 10 times you would say but it's like when LeBron got drafted first, nobody's been better than LeBron, right? Like you look at that and say, oh yeah, that makes sense. When you look at Wemby, nobody's been better than Wemby since in that year. Yeah. John Wall was the best player in his draft. Now, he's been hurt, but at the peak of him being John Wall, he was the best player.
They were in the playoffs, too. Him, Gortat, Beal, they was a thing. Like, that was their trio, you know what I'm saying? Gortat had them little fake screens he would do, and he was just running Beal and John Wall on it. Yeah, bro. I agree with you. I think it comes down to situation. And I think when you draft that's another thing, a lot of these teams that tank, I feel like they don't draft what they actually need to build around. And the Spurs have a system where they've cultivated and prioritized development as a unit. And so when you get these players, even the ones that are kind of like maybe not number 1 picks, but even a lot of their draft picks over the years, they are good in their system. They know who works and what they're trying to do. Some of these other teams, they start drafting these guys just because this guy's good. And it's like, oh, he'll be our saving grace. He'll take us to the promised land.
Yeah. Bro, I feel like a lot of teams draft guys because they can.
That puts a lot of pressure on somebody that's new.
It's a business thing. You have 2 forms of business in sports. You have the player business and you have the winning business, right? And so, what teams that aren't going to put the infrastructure in place to win games, they're going to put the infrastructure in place to have dynamic players that sell tickets, right? Like you have these teams like the Wizards, like the Browns, like Sacramento,
Yeah.
Like they always have a guy, right? Like they always have somebody. But they never are a good team. They always have a guy though. Like they'll go out and draft that guy that's gonna sell tickets, that's gonna put butts in seats.
Yeah.
But they're never gonna build around that player. Right? Like, and then you have teams that are always good. Like you can use the Patriots, for example, right? The Patriots lost Tom Brady. They never tanked. They kept drafting guys, building, and then they took an opportunity to draft a quarterback. It didn't have to be the number one guy. They took an opportunity, and as that was happening, they were building around.
Yeah.
Same thing with basketball, right? Like you see the Lakers, even when people are saying, "Oh, they're bad," like Lakers had all those off years, they still won. They still weren't the Wizards.
The Lakers had some of the best midseason trades and pickups over the last like 5-6 years too. Like some sneaky ones that are like, okay, and it also helps. I think what's different too is when these teams know that if it doesn't work, this player has value, and if we can trade them before like their value goes down with us, we can have an exchange. That person can still like be taken care of and go somewhere where they can thrive. These other organizations that tank, they draft somebody thinking they're going to be the saving grace, and then they kill their stock and trade them right before get what they can for them, and then this person goes and they're struggling to find their rhythm somewhere else. I think that happens a lot more in basketball, especially because the draft is so much smaller too. You know, you only got 5 guys on the floor at one time. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, but it's still a mentality thing though. It's like I'm gonna do this to make money.
Yeah,
Because
it's all about the dollar. It's all about
it's
the
a
dollar.
business, right? It's like if you know, because a lot of owners they don't know anything about the sport. Like some owners have a passion in the sport that they're an owner in, and some of them are doing it for a business. Like, and
Yeah.
so it's like you have teams that don't care about winning; they care about profitability, right? So
Yeah.
you're gonna draft players that are profitable, that put
Mark
butts in
Cuban
seats.
was talking about he talks about that because
Yeah,
he wanted to win. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
yeah, it's about the money, but he's like, I'm trying to win it. If I don't see us winning, like I don't care how much money, you know. And that's why he also talks about how he regrets who he sold the team for because he feels like they're more involved in the money instead of
For
trying to
business.
and then the business
For
instead of
business.
trying to
And that
win.
makes sense, right? That makes sense to a certain degree, but it's like there should be a rule. Like, and I know I say this a lot. I have a bad habit of saying this, that there should be a rule. But I believe that there should be some kind of rule implemented that says, hey, if you are an owner and you've tanked, if you haven't won 20 games in the last 10 years, we got to put you on a probation period or something. We got to make some changes because this is bad for the league. Like, there's no reason you should go 10 years without being competitive.
Yeah.
As an organization in a professional league, like, yes, we get it. You're not going to win the championship every year. You're not going to win a championship every 10 years for some teams, but you should be competitive.
You go 10 years without making the playoffs, even as an eighth seed, like
the cards got to fall in your favor at some point.
Yeah.
At some point you're trying harder not to win.
Yeah.
Like you got these teams that I feel like they try harder not to win than to win. Like,
sit guys out,
bro.
Hire a coach that's not really, you know what I'm saying, just to make it look like, oh, they're out here playing. Maybe
think about this. We watched OKC go from Seattle to Oklahoma City and win a championship before some teams that have never won before.
Well,
they got a new owner. They had KD, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden. They lost all of them, redrafted guys, made some trades, and won a championship before there's teams that have still never won and been in the same place, same owners, same staff.
And it's a small market. Won. It's not like a big market.
And it's a small market. Like, what the hell is Milwaukee doing? You guys don't care about winning, bro? Like, you guys just got Giannis, won that one, and you got lucky that one time, and then it's like, we don't even care no more. We're just going to do whatever.
Even teams like the Suns, who you get to the finals, you have a good 2-year stretch, and then all of a sudden you're just trash. Like, how does that even happen?
Bruh. And then you got teams that are always competitive, like the Celtics, like the
Lakers. Teams that are. I mean, you could make an argument for
Celtics, Lakers, Heat,
Denver,
Nuggets. Yeah, the Nuggets have been good our whole life.
They've been decent. Yeah. I mean, you even look at like a couple teams that were like laughing stocks, like the Knicks. The Knicks, if you think about it, the Knicks were good. I mean, 2012 they had a solid team.
Knicks just don't have championships. They've always been good though.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, even if you don't have a championship, how are you not at least always in the mix?
Yeah.
Every few years. You know what I'm saying? Because you're getting picks. The Knicks have gotten picks because they've lost, they've rebuild, they get close. It doesn't happen, but they have teams over the last 10 years that competed, or 10 to 15 years. So
yeah, it's been a long one, man. We appreciate everybody for coming in. We had about an hour and 15. I know D White got to get his little rest on.
Here you go. Here you go.
He be getting tired.
Draft tomorrow though, right? We got
this tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna have to tap in for the draft. We're gonna try to do a live for the draft. It's gonna be round 1 tomorrow, so we'll probably tap in for that. You gonna be able to do that?
Yeah, we'll talk about it when we get off the call.
Yep. All right. Yeah, it's been nice, y'all. We appreciate y'all. I know Joe's in here still, so shout out to you, bro. We appreciate you being in here with us the whole time for real. Hope you tapping back in with us again next time, man.
I'm tapping with you for sure.
Anybody else that's here, we appreciate you, man. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Shout out to y'all, man. Peace.